I put myself through hell in the gym, so we have an easy night's work. I don't think there will be an handshake. Plenty. I've got plenty in the tank. What's been getting me through it is thinking about punching Amir Khan in the face.
Hello and welcome to a very special Boxing Insider special with Kell Brook, just a few days out now from this huge fight against Amir Khan, which we're delighted to have on talkSPORT. Kell, it is just a few days to go now. How are you feeling?
Brilliant. I feel absolutely amazing. Ready to rock and roll.
Give us some insight into training. How's it all been going?
It's gone perfect. We have been in Fuerteventura for 6 weeks, away from this freezing cold weather. So we've done a 6-week block out there with a lot of cycling, a lot of like road beach running, training, in the heat, it's good for the body. As soon as you get in the gym and you start working out, you start sweating, it's great for recovery. So we've done a lot of hard work out there.
And what has been the thing that's been really motivating you through the brutal sessions you must have been going through over Christmas as well?
What's been getting me through it is thinking about punching Amir Khan in the face. That's what's really been getting me to the gym, making sure that I put myself through hell in the gym. So we have an easy night's work. Because this fight, I think everyone's on about it. Everyone's been wanting this fight for years. It's a massive fight. You get half it fans what think me, half think him. So it's them what are going to be in for a fantastic treat, because we've got me with power, accuracy. You've got him with speed. We don't like each other. You've got ingredients there to have a classic fight with everything involved, some serious drama. What have you learnt about yourself in this training camp? Have you surprised yourself by the levels you've been able to reach? Not really, because I know that I love a challenge. I love pushing myself to the limit, and challenging myself. So, it's not surprised. I think that I'm surprised we are how happy I've been, and how easy I've found it, and that's probably half the reason why is because it's easy to train for a fight like this, because of the attention what it brings, and it's just been a long time coming, and it's one I can really get up for, and mojo's back, for this fight. It's been a pleasure to be trained. You spoke about how all the fans are speaking about it and nobody quite knows what's going to happen. One of the questions is, how much does Kell Brook have left in the tank? So, how much does Kell Brook have left in the tank? Plenty. I've got plenty in the tank. Plenty in the tank, sir. What's the sparring been like? How hard have you been going? Well, I've had 2 and 3 sparring partners in, one round, and then, while I stay in and push myself, they're having a rest, and, if they were here now, they'd tell you that, that I'm a force to be reckoned with, because I've not been taking it easy on them. Like I said, I've been pushing it hard. So I've got plenty left in it. I actually feel 23 again, honestly. My body's working, my metabolism's spinning. I'm very fit, and like I said, I feel young. You'll be aware that some people have questioned whether you've still got the punch resistance, but do you feel like you've been able to answer those questions yourself in this camp? I've been, I've had bigger guys than me, like we're stoning off a weight on me, what I know 'em for knocking fighters out at their own weight, so, and I've been taking full-fledged right and left hands, and I've not gone anywhere. So, yeah, my chin bang on. You had your first amateur fight with Brendan Ingle, I think, when you were 12 years old. So, does it feel right that you're back here now with Dom ahead of what maybe the biggest fight of your career? This is the gym, where I walked in, 9-year-old, and with Brendan, he speaking a lot of wisdom to me and talking to me about, just about life in general and stuff, and to be, in the biggest fight of my career, I'd probably say, with his son Dominic. It's a family in here. The Ingle the Ingle gym, Brendan Ingle's gym, and just the area itself. You know, we're a family. You know, Dominic, he's trained me like as well. You know, I've been at teething stages in this gym, and he knows me inside out just by me looking at him. He knows where we're at in training. You know, so I'm glad that he's part of this massive fight we're in.
It's incredible to think that you turned pro back in 2004. How do you reflect on all that you've been able to achieve already?
It's hard because it's like if you've got children and you see them, you don't really see them growing, you know. But if you see one of your mates you haven't seen for like 3 years and you come in and go, look at size, like you can see it there. But like only way that I can see how my career's gone if I'm sat down and the Sky's done like a promo where they put the fights together and you can see, I think, wow, done all right, you know. Winning a world title, being with Golovkin, you know what I mean, Spence, Crawford. So, you know, I've had a good career, but this will be the icing on the cake. This one, a grudge match, King of the North. This has got everything. This has got everything. This fight, and I can't wait for the 19th. I can't wait for a few days away to get in and to give it to the fans what they deserve.
Will this be the last dance?
We'll have to ask me after. We'll have to ask when, you know, I sit down and speak with my immediate family, and just basically have that conversation and say, you know, I've done everything asked of me in the game, but to be honest with me, sat here now, I feel like I've got plenty of life left in me. But it's got to be a team thing, you know, with family, because the fighters are always last to say, you know, it's enough's enough. So we'll see what we do, but you know, for now, let's get this fight out of the way.
It's been an incredible journey. Someone's going to have to make a movie out of it at some stage. Are there any regrets or any things that you wish could have happened differently?
I don't think so. I think that every fighter's got their own story, and it is what it is. You know, this is mine, and you know, to go through some of the things you've gone through, you know, you won't be who you are now, and you know, the tough times, you know, the tough times where you don't know the good times where. So I think that, you know, just leave it as it is.
Some of the painful experiences, we will make it largely positive, but the painful experiences that you suffered against Golovkin and Spence, do those memories haunt you when you think about the injuries you suffered? Do you still feel the pain of those nights?
It's hard to feel the pain of those nights now, you know. You do forget about it. You know, I think that's why women have more than one child. You know, they forget about the pain when they're having that child. But you know, but it wasn't great at the time. You know, having two, you know, massive bad eye injuries, breaking the orbital bone in the eye. But you know, like I said, it will make you who you are today, and I think that, you know, it's just part of you know, your career, part of your career. It's part of me. Is
it something you think about still when you step in the ring, when you're sparring? I spoke to Dave Allen a few weeks ago, and he was sparring with Alexander Usyk a year or so ago, and he got knocked out in sparring, and he said ever since then, every time he steps in the ring, it is in the back of his mind. He can't seem to shake it. Is that a feeling that you share at all?
No, that's not. I think everyone's different, and when I get in here, when I'm sparring, when I'm fighting, it never goes through my head about my eyes, ever. You know, we're in that ring, it's a fight, end of the day, I'm recovered, and you know, I never give it a second thought.
2014 was such a strange year, but such a brilliant year in so many ways, becoming a world champion for the first time. But then you suffered that horrendous attack in Tenerife. Is that something that you still think about a lot at all?
No, I don't. You know, I don't think about it now at all. You know, it's been and it's gone, and I'm fully healed. I'm fully functional like nothing's happened. You know, so whatever's needed to be done in training, you know, nothing. It doesn't slow me down or stop me in any way. You know, so no.
That year, you achieved the lifetime ambition of becoming a world champion. On the 19th of February, if you are to beat Amir Khan, do you think that would surpass that? Or will being a world champion always be the one goal you had, the one thing you were able to achieve, and the one thing that will always be most special to you?
you'll probably have to ask me after the fight. You'll have to interview me again. But I feel that it's going to be close. I'm telling you, it's going to be close. Just because of the time that the fans have had to wait. And I've wanted to fight myself for a long time. But winning that world title in California is massive. So it's going to be hard to split that, maybe.
What was it like being so close to Amir at the press conference back in November?
What was it like? You know, it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice being that close to him. You know, I want to, next time I'm that close, I want to be punching him in the face. You know, really trying to take him out. So, you know, it's the business. We're promoting the fight, and that's what we had to do. I weren't comfortable doing it. I don't think he would have been comfortable doing it, but we have to, you know, do that. We have to sell the fight, and it was actually good to actually do it, to be honest with you, because you know, after that I was raging to start getting my trainers out and start going for a run. You know, it gave me that bit between the teeth to go out and start training camp.
What's it like knowing that this fight is almost certainly going to happen now? We are just a few days away from it. It's a fight which people have wanted for a long time, you've wanted for a long time, but it's so close now.
It's so close, you know, and it's not too far away, you know, and it's finally here. It's finally here. I'm dead excited. I am.
There's a lot that's been said about the rivalry, probably a lot of myths as well. For you, when did it start?
I think it started like 18, you know, 18, 19, when we turned professional with Frank Warren, and I think that a lot of people were comparing us back then, you know, and I think that, you know, I've heard him say a few words and it's just back and forth from them young ages, and, you know, I think it stemmed from that, from back in the late teenage years.
And are you pleased that it is still happening? Yes, people wanted it a long time ago, but the fact it's happening now, it's still equally as special?
Absolutely. Better late than never, as the teacher said. And we've got the fight, and it's the one that that the fans do deserve. Every
boxing fan or every sports fan in the country has an opinion on what's going to happen in this fight. But for you, what are the key things to look out for? What are going to be the key attributes, the key things that are going to affect who wins this fight?
It's just been about being professional. The better fighter is going to win. You know, he's obviously going to have very fast stands, and you know, he's obviously been a world champion. He knows his way around the ring also, but you know, it comes down to the mind and to the who wants it more, and you know, it comes down to a lot of things. So I just believe, and I know, you know, I'm attracting the victory, which I'm gonna come in to get.
How much do you think he's got left?
We'll see, won't we? We'll see. He's saying that he's got loads left, and so we will see. What can I say? We'll see.
Is it a fight you see going 12 rounds? Are you training for 12 rounds?
I'm training for 12 rounds. Do I think it'll go 12? No. I don't think it'll go 12. You know, because you don't get paid for overtime, and I want to have an early night.
And after the fight, I know there's talk of a rematch clause and all that sort of stuff, but do you think there will be a handshake at the end?
I don't think there will. I don't think there will be a handshake. You know, he said some bad things, and probably I've said some bad things as well, and you know, I can tell. You know, but who knows? You know, what's today is not always what's tomorrow, kind of thing. So we'll see. Hopefully, but I just don't. While I'm here now, before I fought him, I don't feel like there will be.